Bellingham overrated. Jude Bellingham has quickly shot to football fame, grabbing everyone's attention with his talent and potential. From his early days at Birmingham to his impressive stints at Borussia Dortmund and now Real Madrid. Bellingham's journey has been nothing short of amazing. But with all the praise comes a big question. Is he really as good as everyone says? Or is he overrated? Is his PR overcompensating for his actual football abilities? Is he actually as good as what the media portrays him as? We'll dive into both sides of this debate, looking at his career so far and to truly see whether the hype around Jude Bellingham is genuinely justified. Jude is probably England's most hyped youngster from the past 5 to 10 years. Few people get the praise that Jude receives. He had his number retired at the age of 16 by Birmingham. Borussia Dortmund signed Jude from Birmingham for an initial fee of around £25 million. This transfer made him the most expensive 17-year-old in history at the time. And more recently, he moved to probably the biggest club in the world for way over €100 million. Having all this before reaching the age of 20 has definitely set a huge expectation for Jude to be one of the best players in the world. From a media standpoint, he has all the foundations to be classified as one of the best in the world. However, some people are raising questions about the integrity of Jude Bellingham's elite reputation. Is Jude Bellingham overrated and just has the best PR team in the world? Or is he genuinely a world-class midfielder? Let's look into both sides of the argument. I believe there are 3 main reasons to why people think Jude is overrated. Hype versus consistency. Bellingham has received immense media attention and hype from a very young age, which may not always correlate with consistent on-field performance. With most casual fans not really watching either Birmingham, Dortmund or Real Madrid, English fans actually see very little of Jude playing football, and people seem to make up their mind based off hype and Instagram clips. People argue that while he has had his very standout moments, he hasn't yet demonstrated sustained excellence over multiple seasons in top leagues. People make their mind up based off 15-second clips on Twitter, rather than actually watching the game. Over-reliance on potential. Much of Bellingham's acclaim is based on his potential rather than his current achievements. At 20 years old, it's argued that he is still developing, and it's premature to label him amongst the world's best. You have to be blind not to see the potential he has, but with potential comes great pressure. It's almost like he's expected to have a world-class performance every game, purely based off his potential. Comparisons to established stars might be unfair and inflated. Given his relative inexperience, he's often compared to Steven Gerrard, but doing this to a 20-year-old is dangerous, and there is huge pressure on Jude's shoulders to live up to this. We never know. Jude could go on to be a world-class legend in the game, but maybe on the other hand, he could just be having a good few seasons, and it really won't be sustainable for a long period of time. Now, these are the 2 main arguments for why people think Jude is overrated. I could go on longer about this, but it's time we go on to why people think he isn't overrated and actually genuinely deserves the label that many football fans are putting on him. Let's dig into this, and to see why he actually deserves the praise he receives from the media. And I think the first point is obvious. His statistical output. A lot of people point to his statistical output, such as goals and assists, arguing that they are extremely impressive and undeniably good for someone of that age. Now this is the main reason why people think Jude is such a brilliant player. Now this is a difficult one, because Jude's positioning in games has been extremely varied. He's played 42 games this season, scored 23 and assisted 13. Primarily, Jude plays as an attacking midfielder, but he's even been played as high up as centre forward. This is his heat map. He's played in so many different positions this season and has been moved around so much that these stats are undeniably good. I mean, you have to think, what if he'd spent all season playing as a striker? He'd have even more goals and even more assists. But you never know whether Jude's going to play as a defensive midfielder, attacking midfielder, even sometimes he's been played out on the left. These are Jude's stats compared to two other players who have been regarded as some of the best players in the world this season, Cole Palmer and Phil Foden. Two very similar players. As you can see, he's very much on par with both, and I'm pretty sure everyone with a brain would say that these two are having the seasons of their lives. Now Jude is pulling up some very similar stats, and I think this warrants for him to be called one of the best in the world at the minute. Now, it's obvious that his footballing abilities is what truly makes him a great player, but he excels in 3 specific abilities, which I think he just has more than most of the other midfielders in the world at the minute. His versatility and tactical intelligence. Bellingham's ability to excel in multiple midfield roles, defensive, box-to-box and attacking, makes him invaluable to any team. He can adapt to various tactical setups and respond to the demands of different game situations. His understanding of the game is exceptional. Bellingham can anticipate opponents' moves, make crucial interceptions and position himself effectively, both offensively and defensively. His tactical intelligence puts him way ahead of most people his age. Now, his physical and athletic prowess is insane. His stamina allows him to cover large areas of the pitch. His relentless work rate is a key asset, enabling him to contribute consistently in both defensive and attacking phases. Bellingham's close ball control allows him to maintain possession under pressure and manoeuvre through tight spaces with ease. This skill is crucial for a midfielder like Jude, and it helps him retain possession and build up play. His dribbling is also insane. He can beat most defenders and he can drive forward with the ball. Being such a naturally big player and being so good at dribbling makes him head and shoulders above most other midfielders. These 3 abilities, versatility and tactical intelligence, physical and athletic prowess, and ball control and dribbling, combined to make Jude Bellingham a standout player with the potential to become one of the best midfielders in the world. These things are undeniable about Jude's game, and I think for a player who's only just playing his first few seasons at the very top echelons of football, make him undeniably great. I personally think that Jude is not overrated, and he genuinely does have a very bright future ahead of him. Now, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Do you think Jude Bellingham is overrated? Let me know.